Korean characters, sorry, consonants, Korean consonants I should say, in their final positions of a block. Okay? The first column. And this kind of depends on where you come from, I guess, how you would pronounce this T in the final position. As you can see here, pot. I think generally North Americans, Canadians for sure, we won't really say the T, pot. It'll just stop, okay? And that's what I mean when I say T in pot, okay? It's cut, okay? Looking at the first one, the D, okay? It'll just be, let's give you an example, it'll be easier. Pot. This is the D, okay, the D. This will sound like a T, a cut T, pot. You can see my tongue, pot, will stick in between my teeth, pot. And that's the way they will say it, pot, pot, okay? And if you do that tongue thing, they can, again, it'll show them that's what you're trying to go for, okay? Even if you're not doing it perfectly, they can see, okay? And you will see it on them, pot, okay? This, put a da on the verb. This is the base form of the verb to receive. Okay? The base form is not real useful for you right now. So let's put on padayo. Okay? Padayo. This is kind of above and beyond. It's extra vocab. If you're comfortable with all this stuff and you want to memorize that, go ahead. It's not extremely important right now. The next one. Going down. So we can see we have the D, the S, the J, the CH, and the T. All of these will make the exact same sound in the final position. Okay? Let's go back to the D. If you were going to say a word that starts with a D, let's say dog, where is your tongue when you're about to start that word? Right, dog, okay? And that's kind of where it's going to cut. Okay? Now their tongue will protrude a little bit. Okay? But dog, but, okay? And that's where all of these S starts in the front of your mouth, right? With your tongue. S, J. It all starts in the front. CH, ch. Your tongue's in the front. And T. Okay, your tongue's in the same position. Maybe not exactly, but very close for all of them. And that's why in the final position they all have the same sound. They all have that cut sound. Okay? Next one. Using the S. Okay? A word. And this is an M. Ma. Ma. Okay? You can see the tongue again. Ma. Okay? And ma is flavor or taste. Okay? If you're familiar with the expression mashisoyo, if you've been here for a short time, you probably heard it. Mashisoyo means it tastes good, it's delicious. Mashisoyo. Okay? And that mashi, that sh, okay, our flow thing that we're just getting into, this will sound as if this is coming up and replacing this silent, and now we have our shi, okay, mashisoyo, so that's where that sound comes from. Okay? But without this part, it's just ma. Okay? Next one, the J. Here we have an N, an and a J. This was what? N. N. Okay, it's got that cut T sound. N. As a verb, nda is to be late. Okay, I'm late. He's late. This is the base form, conjugated form for conversation. Will be nijoyo. Nijoyo. Okay. So we we learned why was we. Why are you late? We nijoyo. Okay. it might be used in the past tense, why were you late, more often, which would be a little bit more, but not important now. Okay? Next one, CH, same thing. Mya. Mya. Okay, this is our M, ya, and CH. Got T sound in the final position. Mya. This means, well, it means a few things. The first one is, it means what when you're getting, and I'm kind of getting ahead myself a little bit here with this one, but it means what when you're getting a number back as an answer. What's the score? We would say, how old are you? But you could say, what's your age? And you'll get a number back. So they'll use this for that. Okay? It can also mean sort of how many. Okay? How many of something. And we'll see this more in the third class when we start asking, fourth class when we start asking what time is it, and how old are you? Okay, you'll see this. And the last one, T. Okay. What is this? Kap, right? Kap. Okay, kap. And that tongue, I mean, if you can make the sound, fine, but I would say, if you get that tongue out a little bit, it will help your pronunciation and them understanding what you're going for. Kap. Okay? Kapda is the verb to be the same as. Okay? Which will conjugate to kaptayo. Kaptayo. Okay? To be the same as. Okay? That's all for that column. Okay? Again, I'm going to go through these, a little bit quickly, because once we're into reading and sentences, it's easier to point them out and make better examples of them. Okay? The next one, CK, as in puck. Okay? And again, it's that cut sound, not puck, puck. Okay? Pass me the puck, puck. Okay? So you don't hear the k come off, cuts. And this one, cuts in the back of your throat. Okay? Puck. If you're going to make a G sound, a G, where does that start from? Right? In the back of your throat. Grass, okay? G, you can feel it there. And same with the K, K. And so that's why in the final positions they'll have that cut sound back there. Okay? Did we do beer last time? I think we mentioned it, but here is meh. This is meh. Meh. Okay? So this is a very short sound, okay? Meh. Meh. And it cuts. Okay? Well.
That just happened.
Yeah, meh. Okay? And then for beer you have the Jew on the end. Mekju. Okay? Mekju. One other example we saw last time with this was bet, which meant 100. Bet. Okay? Same cut sound. Bet. Bet. Okay? The next one, this one, I was racking my brain trying to find an example. Couldn't think of one where it has this in the final position. Again, this is one of those three characters that is not as common as the other three that have a similar sound. But anyways, as long as you understand the idea, if we do ever see it, I'll certainly point it out. Next one. The B and the P. If you're going to make a B sound, where do you start? B, right, with your lips closed. B. Okay? And a P comes off your lips. So, in the final position, that's where it's going to end. Okay? So when I say as in cup, okay, I'm not saying cup. I'm not pronouncing a P. Cup. Cup. Okay? An example with the B is pao, pao, okay? Which is rice, or in certain cases meal. Okay? Pao. Okay? One common expression which you will hear, we generally greet each other, how you doing, how are you? When you see someone, they ask, did you eat? Okay? That's kind of their how are you. That's what they ask people very quickly after they meet up with them. Okay? It's a bit long. Pa and then 먹었어요. So this, we have mo, okay, 먹다 is to eat. This G for flow, this is silent, so this will come up and replace it. Mo, go, same here, this is silent, so these can come up and replace it. Okay. So this will sound like 먹었어요. We got the double S again. It's hard, okay? 밥 먹었어요. Okay? 밥 먹었어요.
Would the high form be indica?
Yeah, 밥 먹었습니까? Yeah. So he's asking about the higher honorific form of conjugation, which we haven't even mentioned yet, which we will get into next class. We're jumping into the first verb and sentence using the verb to be, and we'll get into conjugation. We'll see I have 3 levels that this class will deal in. On honorific, common, and casual, so he's asking about the honorific. It would be 씁니까, which... Do you want me to write it?
Oh, I've got it.
You got it? Okay.
Well, mine in bastardized version of it.
Well, now that you've asked, I might as well. And this is the one that I just wrote. 먹었어요. Okay? For the honorific would be, this part's the same as here. 먹었습니까? 먹었습니까? This is an honorific conjugation for a question. Okay? Again, we'll get into it more in detail next time.
And you have to say 먹었어요.
Generally, but not necessarily. This is always going to be a question.
No, I mean, you always going to put the part in the front.
In terms of what they ask, yes, they always ask 밥 먹었어요? 밥 먹었습니까? Okay. Yeah, it'll always be there. A little bit of reading rule, which again I'm getting ahead, so if this is sort of a bit too much for you, don't worry about it. That's not the main point of this lesson. This stuff is the main point of the lesson. But if you're comfortable with this and you want some extra stuff, here it is. This is our first, maybe this is our second actually. Last time, did we see the B changing to an M? I think we did actually. Didn't we?
Thank you.
Yeah, 감사합니다. That's right. Okay, 감사합니다. We saw this B and this N combined and made this B into an M sound, okay, for flow, 감사합니다. The M here, with this B, will just do the exact same thing, okay? This M will just make this sound like an M again, okay? And again, it's just for flow, okay? So now that we're learning the final sound is, if we said pop, and you kept it as a hard pop, 먹었어요, you know, it's a bit slow, so that changed to an M, 밥 먹었어요. And now it's just much easier to go quicker. 밥 먹었어요. Okay? Everyone, 밥 먹었어요.
밥 먹었어요.
Yeah, as a question, 밥 먹었어요?
밥 먹었어요.
Okay. and that is, did you eat? Okay? And the next one, the pia, in the final position. Same thing, up, up. This is up. Okay? Up means front. If you want to say in front of something, in terms of the preposition, you would say ape. Ape. Okay? If you wanted to say, have we learned school yet? We haven't, have we? Let's do it now. If you wanted to say in front of the school, 학교. See two G's? 학교. Okay? 학교. It's got a little hang up there, a little stress. 학교. 학교 앞에 would be in front of the school. Again, this is sort of above and beyond. If it sticks, it'll help you later. If it doesn't, not a big deal. Okay? But the sound here, without this, up. When this comes in, this will flow up. Ape. Ape. Okay? Next to yup. Yup. Or yape. Okay? This is our preposition of place marker. Any questions about that? Okay? Again, just going through it quickly. We'll mention it when we see it in reading.